The story begins in a future Earth, a world that no longer resembles the one humanity once knew. Years earlier, the planet's climate suddenly collapsed. Global temperatures dropped at an unimaginable rate, and within a short time, the entire world was buried under ice. Cities, highways, rivers, and even oceans froze solid. With no access to drinkable water, millions of people died. Soon after came famine, disease, and violent conflict. Humanity turned against itself. People began killing one another simply to survive. Civilization slowly crossed the point of no return. No one lived alone anymore. Survivors split into small groups, following only one rule: kill or be killed. The story takes us to the frozen wastelands of Sweden, where we meet a woman named Caroline, traveling inside a vehicle with her young daughter, Laura. They are searching for a safe place to survive. On the radio, reports of brutal mass killings continue to play, but Caroline barely reacts. This kind of horror has become normal in their world. Suddenly, gunfire erupts outside. Armed soldiers begin executing unarmed civilians. Panic spreads as people run in every direction. Laura trembles in fear and begs her mother to escape. Caroline calms her and tells her to hide inside the car, but the soldiers notice them anyway. Gunfire shatters the windshield. The story then jumps forward several years. By now, the entire world is under strict military control. Humanity no longer lives freely. People exist more like controlled livestock. Somewhere along the way, Caroline loses her daughter. That loss changes her forever. The grief hardens her. She transforms from a vulnerable mother into a ruthless survivor. She learns to fight, masters weapons, and eventually joins the military herself. One day, Caroline is traveling by train when she is suddenly informed that she is being urgently summoned to a military base. A soldier named Jacob arrives to escort her. During the drive, Jacob tries to make conversation, but Caroline barely responds. She soon notices something is wrong. The vehicle is not heading toward any known military base. Her suspicion grows. Jacob eventually stops the car and claims he needs to retrieve something, asking Caroline to stay inside. The moment he leaves, Caroline steps out and approaches nearby civilians for help. That decision turns out to be a mistake. Those people attack her, but Caroline is trained. She fights back and survives. Realizing the danger, she steals the vehicle, abandons Jacob, and drives herself directly to the military base. Upon arrival, guards immediately aim their weapons at her. During questioning, she states that Jacob never returned. She is allowed inside. There, she meets three others: David, Sam, and Eric. David explains that Sam was transferred from base number 15, which was completely destroyed the previous night. Everyone there was killed. Sam survived only because he had been reassigned before the attack. The realization shatters him. They are taken to the command center by Captain Force. Inside, a high-ranking officer explains the situation. One military base after another is being destroyed by enemy forces. Food and water shortages have pushed the enemy to attempt mass extermination of the remaining population. The war is being lost. However, there is one final chance. The entire Arctic region is frozen solid. Vehicles cannot operate there. The only way to cross the terrain is by skating across the ice. That is why Caroline, David, Sam, and Eric were selected. All of them are elite professional skaters. Their mission is to travel thousands of miles across deadly ice to deliver 2 critical capsules to a hidden research facility. Along the way, they must avoid enemies, survive extreme weather, and remain completely silent. The mission is called Black Crab. Caroline immediately refuses, calling it a suicide mission. In response, the officer shows her a photograph. It is Laura. He tells her that her daughter is alive and being held at the research facility. Without hesitation, Caroline agrees. Each member now has a reason to continue. David searches for his brother. Sam hopes to find his lost love. Caroline wants her daughter back. They prepare to leave at dawn, but fate strikes again. That very night, as the team prepares for the Black Crab mission, enemy forces launch a massive attack on the military base. Explosions and gunfire tear through the facility. The base collapses into chaos. Somehow, the mission team survives. They know one thing: if they die, the war truly ends. They escape into the frozen darkness. Suddenly, Jacob appears again. Caroline never trusted him, but since he also received mission orders, he joins the group. Captain Force takes command and orders an immediate evacuation. They skate through the night, covering massive distances. When dawn breaks, they look back to see their base completely destroyed. Captain Force orders them to hide during daylight and move only at night. While searching for shelter, disaster strikes. The ice beneath Captain Force breaks, sending him into freezing water below. He is carrying the 2 vital capsules. Without hesitation, Caroline dives in after him. Under the ice, she finds Captain Force already dead. She retrieves the capsules and barely survives the freezing water herself. The team takes shelter in a nearby house and builds a fire to save her life. Now they face another crisis. Their leader is gone. David suggests that Jacob should take command. Caroline strongly objects, arguing that Jacob cannot be trusted. But under pressure, Jacob is named the new captain. During the day, they hide in enemy territory. Caroline notices Sam secretly using a radio to contact someone. Suspicion rises. Suddenly, an enemy helicopter appears. The team barely escapes. Caroline confronts Sam at gunpoint. Sam insists he was only trying to learn whether his former base and his girlfriend survived. David does not believe him and argues that Sam should be executed. Jacob intervenes. Sam's weapon is confiscated, but he is spared. They resume traveling at night. Along the way, they pass countless frozen corpses trapped beneath the ice. Fear grips them all. Another enemy helicopter forces them to scatter. They reunite beneath a massive bridge and survive. Later, they encounter an abandoned area with lights still on a bar. Inside lives an elderly couple who offer food and shelter, but Caroline notices something dangerous. The old man is armed. Everything explodes into violence. The old man opens fire. In the chaos, the elderly couple are killed. Sam is fatally shot. David is severely wounded. The mission continues, but now with blood on the ice, trust shattered, and survival growing more uncertain with every step. The frozen world offers no mercy, and the end of the journey is still far away. Just before Sam dies, a signal comes through his radio. It is his girlfriend's voice. In that moment, everyone realizes the truth. Sam was innocent all along, but the realization comes too late. David's condition continues to worsen. With no other option, the remaining team takes shelter inside a massive ship, frozen solid in the ice. While resting there, Eric insists on opening one of the capsules. Inside is something horrifying, a deadly virus. Caroline immediately understands the truth. This is not a weapon meant to save humanity. It is a biological weapon, one that would kill not only enemies, but innocent civilians as well. The military likely plans to keep the antidote for themselves and wipe out the rest of the world to regain control. The revelation leaves everyone in shock. Consumed by pain and despair, David can no longer endure the agony. He shoots himself, ending his life. Caroline knows what the gunshot means enemy forces will be coming. She orders everyone to leave immediately, but Eric accuses her of being selfish. No one wants to continue the mission anymore. That is when Caroline makes her decision. She secretly takes both capsules and disappears into the frozen darkness alone. The others want to abandon the mission, but Caroline has only one purpose left: to reach the research base. Because she believes her daughter is there, she moves across dangerously thin ice, walking straight toward death. When the ice begins to crack, she lies flat, holds her breath, and slowly crawls forward. Alone, Caroline continues into the unknown. Not long after she leaves, Eric and Jacob realize the truth. They chase after her and find her trapped on breaking ice, moments away from dying. Using a rope, they manage to pull her to safety and forcibly take the capsules from her. All three of them understand one thing clearly: this path leads only to death. They tie themselves together with ropes and move forward carefully. Suddenly, enemy gunfire erupts. Eric proves his worth as a skilled sniper, eliminating the soldiers instantly. The group takes refuge in an abandoned enemy camp. At dawn, the camp is attacked again. During the firefight, Jacob is injured. Caroline is shot as well, dropping a grenade. The explosion kills Eric. The loss shatters Caroline completely. As she staggers forward, she realizes Jacob is running away with the capsules. Jacob intends to destroy the virus, but Caroline knows the capsules are the only way into the research base, the place where she believes her daughter is being held. In the end, Caroline shoots Jacob and takes the capsules back. As he lies dying, Jacob warns her one last time: if you do this, millions will die. Caroline does not stop. Moments later, she collapses from blood loss. That is when mounted soldiers arrive and rescue her. They speak the secret mission code CRAB. Caroline responds correctly before losing consciousness. She wakes up inside the Auto Research Center. The mission is declared a success. The Admiral honors her as a hero and promotes her rank. Jacob has survived as well. Caroline asks only one question: where is my daughter, Laura? The Admiral lowers his head and reveals the truth. Laura never existed at the research center. The entire story was a lie, created solely to force Caroline into completing the mission. The truth breaks her. She attacks the Admiral in rage before Jacob restrains her. In that moment, Caroline understands the full horror of what she has done. She has delivered a weapon capable of ending the world. She turns to Jacob and says, "If my daughter daughter is alive anywhere in this world, this virus will kill her too. I can't allow that. Together, they make their final decision. The virus must be destroyed. Using Caroline's hero status, they gain access to the laboratory. They intimidate the scientists, recover the capsules, and trigger alarms as they attempt to escape in disguise. But at the last moment, the Admiral and his forces surround them. The Admiral offers everything: power, safety, and even the antidote. Caroline refuses. She orders Jacob to escape. Carrying the virus-filled grenade, Caroline walks alone toward the ocean. The Admiral makes one final attempt to stop her. "Think about your daughter." Caroline answers calmly, "That's exactly what I'm doing." She jumps into the sea. The explosion destroys both the virus and Caroline. She did not save the world, but she saved humanity from extinction. Thousands of people are still alive today because one mother chose to give her life and say, "This world is still worth saving." And maybe one day, from the ashes of this frozen ruin, a new world will be born. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending time here. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more every week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload.